the Welcome to the How to Wash Your Face Back to School Event Style Show hosted by RebaRenee. Can we give a round of applause? This is our opportunity to encourage and pray for our students for the 2017-18 school year. And we want to wish them all a very successful and prosperous year in school. We want to let you know what our lineup is this evening. We'll first start off with Minister Linda Hunter, and she'll present us with the opening prayer. We will have an illustrious song sung by Ms. Micaiah entitled Swords to Your Beautiful. We have words of wisdom by Ms. RebaRenee herself of RebaRenee Cares. We'll also have more words of wisdom by Minister Paulette Honda. And she is the founder of Rapside Foundation, which stands for Raven, a Fecunda's Sunflowers of Destiny. We'll also have Kay Ailey, School of Polynesian Dance from Lofton, Oklahoma, and they'll perform for us. Lastly, we'll have a general admission where we have makeup artists and facials that will be done, and then we'll have a fantastic style show by our young people. So thank you so much for coming, and God bless you.
I guess I'll use my teacher voice. Good afternoon to everyone.
Good afternoon.
I wanted to, first of all, greet you with the joy in Jesus and thank you for being here. I wrote my prayer intentionally because there are some things that were laid on my heart to share, and I don't want to miss one of them because they're very important. So when we think about gathering here for this special occasion, we're preparing the children for a brand new school year. So that means that parents are rushing out for this focused learning academy and other schools that you're rushing to get things, new clothes, new shoes, new hairdos. You're getting all of these things preparing for school. But I encourage you, since today is the day we're looking at cleansing your face and your body and making things pure, that we're going to look at cleansing our hearts and cleansing our minds, to prepare our hearts for a new school year. So I ask you to bow your heads with me and let's pray. Heavenly Father, we seek your guidance as we approach a new school year. We ask that you create in us a clean heart and renew a right spirit within us, as written in Psalm 51. Purge our hearts so that we are open to receive all that you have provided for us. We pray for the leadership of the school. We pray for their wisdom as they lead with excellence. We ask that you cover the teachers. We ask that you give them your guiding hand so that they will have mercy and grace as they carry out your instructions to help every child learn the curriculum and for the grade or content that they're in. We pray for every adult, parents, teachers, and staff to have patience and compassion and strength as they both cover and correct students in a loving way to help support every child to reach their God-given potential. Most of all, Lord, we ask that you touch every child to make a personal commitment this school year to take learning seriously and value their minutes daily as they use their time wisely. We pray, Father, that the students have a can-do spirit, to learn as much as they can, to prepare as hard as they can, to study as best they can, and to most of all, Lord, to give you the glory so they can share with others what they've gained and how to succeed. We pray, Father, for every student to listen not only with their ears, but with their hearts, and to do the right thing and to be just. We ask, Lord, that they see not just with eyes, but with eyes of an eagle, so so that they'll have a creative mind and to think and to reason well. Lord, we rebuke laziness. We rebuke negative thinking and negative words spoken over the children. Lord, we rebuke any rebellion of any kind and anger, fear, doubt, and discouragement. We lose confidence, hope, peace, joy, and love to the students so that they will have a growth mindset to do all the things that you have given them to do and to have the mind of Christ to do. It's the Word of God says that I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. We commit this school year to you, Lord, to keep the school safe and free from harm or danger. Put a hedge of protection around the school and the children and cover everyone with the blood of Jesus so that no weapon formed against them prospers. Now, Lord, we commit and declare these things to you, and we ask it in the mighty name of Jesus. It is so, and so it is. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen.
Beautiful she goes, unnoticed she knows, no limits she craves, attention she praises, an image she prays to be sculpted by the sculptor. Oh, she don't see the light that's shining deeper than the eyes can find it. Maybe we made her blind, so she tries to cover up her pain and cut her woes away. Cover girls don't cry after the face made. There's a hope that's waiting for you in the dark. You should know you're beautiful just the way you are, and you don't have to change a thing. The world can change its heart. No scars, see you're beautiful. We're stars and we're beautiful. It's hard, no scars, see you're beautiful. We're stars and we're beautiful. She has dreams to be an envy, so she starving, you know. Cover girls eat nothing, she says. Beauty is pain and there's beauty in everything. What's a little bit longer? I can go a little while longer. She fades away, she don't see her perfect, she don't understand she's worth it. All that beauty goes deeper than the surface. Oh, oh. So to all the girls that's hurting, let me be your mirror, help you see a little bit clearer. The light that shines within, there's a hope that's waiting for you in the dark. You should know you're beautiful just the way you are, and you don't have to change a thing. The world can change its heart. No scars, so you're beautiful. We're stars and we're beautiful. Oh, 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 oh. And you don't have to change a thing. The world can change its heart. No scars, so you're beautiful. We're stars and we're beautiful. Oh, you're beautiful. Oh, you're beautiful. There's a hope that's waiting for you in the dark. You should know you're beautiful just the way you are, and you don't have to change a thing. The world can change its heart. No scars, so you're beautiful. We're stars and we're beautiful. Oh. We're stars and we're beautiful.
out. And that is one of the messages that we are really trying to send to you all as you all prepare to go back to school. We just want to let you know that you are beautiful just the way you are. Okay? Look at the person next to you and smile and say, you are beautiful. You are beautiful. You are beautiful. Right. We all have scars. We all have scars. No matter whether they're mental scars or they're physical scars, we all have them. But that is not the total makeup of who we are. Okay? It does not matter if you're unhappy at home, in your family life, if you don't have a BFF, a best friend. All of those things are really not important. As long as you feel good about who you are. We want you to love who you are. Beauty comes from within. It's not everything that you see on the outside. It's not everything that you see on television and in the magazines. Sure, all of that, it helps to make us beautiful, but God created us beautiful from the beginning. As we prepare to go back to school, there are 3 things that I want you guys to remember when it comes to beauty. Number 1 is your attitude. Okay? Can we all say attitude? Attitude. Attitude affects your altitude. How far you go in life and how far you go at school. If you're the type of person that walks around with a bad attitude, do you think your teacher is going to pick you to be the leader in the line when you go to the cafeteria, or be the leader when you go outside on the playground, or even take things to the office? Will she select you? No, she's not going to select you, right? So we want you all to have a positive attitude when you return back to school. The second thing we want you all to remember is your behavior. Behavior is so important, and it ties in with being beautiful. If you have a nasty attitude, or if you like to be the class clown and pick on the person that's sitting next to you, that's not a proper way to behave. So we want you all to have a positive attitude, and we want you all to be mindful of your behavior. Positive behavior and nice behavior attract nice people. If you have a nasty attitude and if you have a nasty behavior, all of your friends are going to pretty much be the same way. And you're going to be in this little pack, and everybody is going to label you. The principal will label you, your teacher will label you, your friends will label you as being, that's the nasty group, that's the bad group. And remember, attitude affects what? Altitude. Okay? And we want you guys to be successful. We want you all to go far in life and at school. And finally, as I stated earlier, God created you beautiful in your own skin. You have beautiful parents, your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your grandparents. There is somebody in your life that loves you. And you have to remember that you are surrounded by love. Okay? And so that makes you beautiful. And we want you all to be grateful for the parents that you have. We want you to be grateful for the friends, the school teachers, whoever is in your life who are instilling positive things in you, and they're always congratulating you. That's love. That's what beauty is all about. Okay? So one more time, look at the person next to you and say, you are beautiful. You are beautiful. So we want you all to be successful this school year, and again, we thank you guys for coming out.
Well, once again, I would like to say hello and thank you guys so much for coming out to be with us. And we have a continual theme that we're sharing with all of you, and it's beautiful. It's being beautiful. Ms. Reba came up with the concept of how to wash your face. But that means so many things, not literally just washing your face to be beautiful. We all know that we have to be clean, that we have to wash our faces, we have to brush our teeth. We know we have to do all those things to be beautiful. So what God put on my heart to share with you guys is just that your beauty is uniquely yours. So stop and tell everyone next to you, your beauty is uniquely yours. And how I came about that is it came from Psalms 139:14. And it tells us, God tells us quickly and briefly, it says, I will praise thee, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelously are thy works, and that my soul knoweth right well. And in some versions it says that I'm fearfully and beautifully made. In another version it says that I'm wonderfully and beautifully made. However you slice it, God made us all beautiful. God made us all unique. When God made you, when God made each and every one of us, He broke the mold because it's only one you. Well, in a couple of cases, there may be doubles or triples. Like in Reba's case, she's a twin. So when God made her, He also made a beautiful twin. Her twin's name is Viva, who looks just like her. They're not identical, but they're fraternal twins. So God made them together. And there's sometimes that they're triplets or they're quadruplets. But in all, you are uniquely and wonderfully made because God made no one else like you. And there are a couple of points that I want to make sure that you understand when you're going back to school this year. Beauty is more than outward. And the society that we live in, even as young as some of you guys are now, it wants us to believe and think that everything is about the outward. We want to have everything together, right? Everybody wants their hair done, you want to have nice clothes, you want to have nice shoes. But the truth of the matter is not about that. Because you could have the nicest shoes, the nicest clothes, the prettiest hair, and you could be ugly as all get out and everybody could run or be thinking in their minds, oh my God, here she comes. And they want to go the other way. And nobody wants anyone to feel that way about them, right? So it goes back to what Reba was saying. It's about your attitude. It's about your attitude because the truth of the matter is beauty goes from the inside out. Beauty goes from the inside out. And that stems from us all being made from God and God making us all and from us living on His foundation of love. So everything that we do, we must do it in love. And that goes into my second point, which is beauty is in the words that we speak. When we speak, we must think about each and everything that we say. For instance, if you have a friend and they're having a really bad day, or they may not have the nicest of clothes, or they may not even have a new backpack. But thanks to Ms. Reba today, everyone that's here is going to have a new backpack. But words cut, words cut. And once you say things, you cannot take those words back. They linger in your mind. They linger in your spirit. They linger in your soul. Like if you tell somebody, ooh, you're ugly. Like, are you going to remember that, right? And it's going to hurt your feelings, right? But instead, I could say something like, oh my goodness, you're so handsome. You're so handsome and you're going to have an amazing year. You're going to have the best teachers and you're going to do very well. That's also going to stick, right? But then at the back of your mind, you'll be still thinking, why did she say I was ugly? Like, am I ugly? Then you look in the mirror and you'll start questioning yourself and you'll start doubting yourself and you'll be thinking, well, why did she say I was ugly? And that's what low self-esteem stems from people thinking and believing that they're ugly when actually you're not. Everyone is beautiful. You are all amazing. How about say, I am amazing. I am amazing. Some people say that they're not amazing because only God is amazing. But this isn't written, this isn't scripturally based, but I say that we're all amazing because we have a little bit of God in us. God has sprinkled a little bit of Him in all of us because we are made in His image. So just remember, be careful with the words that you say. Think about the words that you speak. Even if you're angry, even if you have a fight with your friend, even if your friend leaves you at the bus stop and starts talking to a whole new set of kids, and they walk off, I don't want to talk to you today, or I don't want to talk to you, I have new friends. Just be nice. Remember, just remember what you say. Think about what you say. The third thing I want to make sure you understand is beauty is shown in our actions. And actions speak louder than words. Words speak well, words speak loud, words resonate. But if I tell you with my mouth that I love you, but in my actions, I'm speaking down on you, or I'm calling you names, or I'm talking about you, or I'm talking behind your back, that speaks much louder than me saying, you know I love you, but you don't act like it. So remember, how we act towards one another How we show each other that we love them, it's so important. And it goes all the way from home with your parents, with your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, your grandparents, your aunts, your uncles, even that little bitty sister or that little brother that loves you so much, that looks up to you, but that gets on your last nerve because they want to follow you around the house and they want to do everything that you do because they want to be you. They want to be just like you. You're their role model. So you have to be so careful how you're delicate with the people that you love, with your actions. You have to show them that. You have to show your mom and your dad you love them by helping keeping your room clean, by doing your homework, by picking up your shoes, by making sure your backpack is cleaned out and you don't have old papers in it, by making sure that you're a good steward and you do your homework and that you show God that you appreciate being here, because so many people aren't here. But you are here, and you're still here for a reason. You're here for a purpose. You're here because God made you beautifully and wonderful, and you all have a purpose. The next thing I'd like to make sure you understand is, I talked about it a little bit, and so did Ms. Reba, but I want to reiterate that beauty is not just in your clothes. As we go back to school this year, and I know some districts have made it to where the kids wear uniform, and that was by design. Because we live in a society where there's so much bullying. It happens in little kids, it happens in middle-sized kids, even adults, it happens. So you have to be sure that you don't judge people by their clothes, because you're not your clothes. Like even me personally, it doesn't matter where I shop, because the clothes don't make me, I make the clothes. I could buy something for $1 and spruce it up with my jewelry, put my nice shoes on or a nice pair of jeans, and I can look just as good as somebody who spent $100 on their outfit. So just remember, get in your mind, it's not about your clothes. It's not about the outward look. Even though we will look good, you will look clean, your parents will make sure that. Your parents will make sure that you have haircuts and that your clothes are nice. But it's not about always having the name brand everything, because the brands don't make you, you make the clothes. So always remember that. So even if when you look at the commercials and there are all these name brands of everything, if you don't have that, just know that your parents are doing the best that they can, and be appreciative for what you have. Because there's always someone that's worse off and in a worse place than you are, and they wish that they had the things that you have. And so we show God our gratefulness by being grateful and thankful for the things that we do have. And so last but not least, I want you to understand that beauty is trying to live a life that's godly. Beauty is trying to treat people right, is talking to people in a great manner, it's having a positive attitude, it's living and showing them that you love them. Beauty is skin deep. Remember, it goes from the inside out. It goes with a smile. It goes with hugging somebody. It goes with telling somebody, oh, I like your dress. You may be the only person that day that told that person or gave them a compliment. Or maybe you're in class and you see that someone's sitting next to you and they don't have a pencil. And you say, oh, well, I have extra, would you like a pencil? It's just showing love in each and everything that you do. Walking like God, talking like God, just wanting to have more of Him, be more like Him in each and every day in all that we do. And all the small things, it's the small things that count. Remember that actions count louder than words. They speak louder than words. Although our words matter, we should be careful of how we speak, what we speak, and think about what we speak, because once we throw that out there, we can't take it back. We could tell the person all day, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to do that, I didn't mean to say that, but in the back of their head, in the back of their mind, they're going to feel some kind of way about what you did and how you hurt their feelings because you weren't sensitive to that. So just be sensitive as young as you guys are. If you get those concepts, if you get those basic principles, which I know I'm not telling you guys anything that your parents hadn't told you, but we just want you to know that you are beautiful. You are wonderfully made. And how you start your day by washing your face is by starting with God, asking Him to order your steps. Lord, this is going to be a great day. Thank you, God, for letting me wake up. Thank you, God, for giving me great teachers. And eventually, if you start saying that, and if you speak it, and if you smile enough, and if you have the right attitude, even some of those teachers that aren't so nice, they may turn because they see you smiling. They see you welcoming them. They see you embracing them and speaking and acting in a way that God wants us all to act in. And that's in love.
Positive affirmations kind of locked in, which is I am beautiful. So say it again. I am beautiful. And for the gentlemen that feel like I don't want to say I'm beautiful, say I am handsome. I am handsome. His chest was poked out when he said it. I heard that. I saw it. So just always making sure that your attitude is positive. Those are some of the great things that was said. Your attitude determines your what? Altitude, yes. Showing love to one another, but you have to first show love to yourself. Correct?
Yes.
And then watching your words, making sure that you're polite and making sure that you're grateful. So I just wanted to reiterate. So we're going to continue with the process. We want to give a great round of applause for the Haley's spectacular Polynesian dancers.
My name is Candy. I am originally from Honolulu, Hawaii, but I reside in Lawton, Oklahoma. So since I reside there, the only way I can feel comfortable being there is sharing my culture, my heritage with all those whom I come across or make contact with. Okay, so we're going to do what is called the hula. There are different types of hula. The one that they do this afternoon is called an implement number. In their hands they hold an uli uli. On the front is the feather, and on the back side, ladies, is a gourd. Inside of the gourd are seeds, and when they're moved, you can actually hear them. They're used as an implement, not an instrument. There's a difference. As an implement to dance the hula. Okay? So we're going to proceed to that point. The mele, and mele means song, in which they're doing this afternoon is called the Hawaiian War Chant. What's really nice about Moana, it touches bases with a lot of the Polynesian islands. Samoa, Tahiti, the Marquesas Islands. You did like it, huh? You like Maui the best? Of course. Well, we leave the islands of Hawaii and now we're going to voyage to the islands of Tahiti. Tahiti has two styles of dancing. One is called an akuroa, which is a slow, graceful type of a song. The other one is all pulsating drum beats and hips have to keep beat. Only the hips. So, we're going to do some of that after, but we're going to do an akuroa first. What I want you to try to do is just follow with your hands. Follow with your hands. Okay? And this is called Te Tama Ma'ohi. It talks about a young girl growing up to be a beautiful young woman, meeting her husband, getting married, and then having a child. So that's why I'm all in red, to stand for fertility. When you guys get older, you learn a little bit more about that. Te Tama Ma'ohi. bottom off your chair. Now, what I need you to do is focus. Focus. Your legs need to be about straight down, but not shoulder apart. Don't make them way out here. Keep them in. You're going to bend at the knee. Bend. Just a little. Just like you know, like how you plant a plant in soil? You need to bend. The only thing on you now that moves is your hips. Everybody knows where their hips are? Everybody know where their rear end is? Yeah? Everybody know where that is? Okay, we're going to go side to side. Side to side. You gotta move your bottom side to side. Not up and down. Come on, move your bottom. Side to side. Side to side. And a circle. What is a circle? Round. 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 Very good. Okay, see, look. This is not moving. Only your hips are moving. Come on, focus. Okay? Concentrate and focus. Around. Okay, sit down. Good job. Up with the beat of the drum. This is in Tahiti. Okay.
And that's what I was focusing on, because you know what it actually does? It helps your back strength. People that pull their muscles in their back, it's because they don't move their hips. That's men too. So I mean, that was a good exercise. So I think we need to, every now and then, you know, get in the mirror. But that was great. Give them a round of applause.
Yeah.
So what we can do now is do our general admission. So we have a fantastic makeup artist over there. Wait there. She will be available to do your makeup, and we'll have facials as well. So enjoy, and we'll see you back shortly for the fashion show. And I'm going to get somebody else to pick, because I don't want y'all to think that I'm just trying to pick somebody. So y'all ready? You ready? All right. Pick this pick. Give it. And drum roll, please. Oh, it's victory? Victory! Woo! Pick one. Yeah!
Go Victory!
He got one, no people. All right! Oh, we got a man. Go back. I want to pick.
I want to pick. I want to pick.
Don't be messy. I want to pick. Okay, now let's do the third. Can I pick? Where'd she go? All right, let's see. Let me see. If it ain't this one, I ain't gonna read nothing.
Uh-oh.
Jamarian? Did I say Jamarian? All right, on two. With two more drawings. Later. Gator. Alligator. But how about just say back to school? So now it's time for the fashion show. So y'all make some hands, so y'all see your friends on when they come in the room. So, DJ, play the music. Do you agree? Yes. Give her a round of applause. And facial by Coco. And we have Miss Taylor. She ready? She's on the go. She got on her black polo. She is wearing her neck short with her singing and her bow. You go, girl. Ready for school. everybody hand. This goes to Chloe.